This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
It's one of those games where I'm torn and I'm just going in all kinds of directions. Tua played well. He erased everything that happened the last 2 weeks. He pretty much played enough to win the game. These guys, his coach, unfortunately failed him, and his receivers, once again, last week and this week, receivers failed. And and then you get a great effort. You're in the game you lost the game at the end in the last second. And it's just there. The running on 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 3 in a game where I got to tell you, I'm sexually aroused that Raheem Mostert ran 17 times for 136 effing yards. That mother effer ran for over 7 yards. I don't know what the math is, but I'm going to say right off 17 for 136. It's like over 7 yards a carry. And Salvon Ahmed was 6 for 43. That's over 6 yards a carry. No, 7, right? 42. Yes, 7 yards a carry. Both your running backs were averaging over 7 yards a carry. Outside, inside, all over the place. I felt like I was watching a Karate Kid movie. And there's a guy, wax on, wax off. Outside, inside, you were driving them crazy. You were gouging them for runs. You could have kept more drives alive. You could have put more points on the board. And Mike McDaniel failed today. Okay? Young coach. Again, just like I didn't get off of Tua's bandwagon, I told you, hey, he played like shit for 2 weeks. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to make any excuses. Tua kicked freaking ass today. Okay, Trent Sherfield and Tyreek Hill dropped touchdowns in one drive inside the red zone. And the coach, brother, take 1 point on the road. Why you got to get cute? Why you got to get cute on 3rd and 1 and pass? Why you got to get cute on 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 3 when you're gouging the shit out of the Bills? How in the F does that make sense? What did I say in the postgame? Now, let me tell you something. I said they got to run in this game, right? Remember? I mean, the pregame. But I thought it was like run to like move the chains. They weren't running to move the chains, dog. They were killing them. And the problem is when you stop doing it, Stella loses her groove. But Stella's got to find her groove, but you had it going. Mike McDaniel, all by his lonesome, lost this game. Okay? He was the main reason why they lost last week, Tua and the receivers. I give them the other blame. Tua was number 1 2 weeks ago. Hey, I'm fair here, man. Tua kicked ass. Defense did enough again for you. But again, if you fail on the offensive end, when you have drives that you can keep going with 3rd and shorts, then you want to get cute. And this is all, again, I'm not off the McDaniel bandwagon. But Mike McDaniel now, it's his turn. He's had 2 shitty games. And I don't know. He's stubborn as hell, dude. Remember what we talked about with Tua being stubborn as hell, not wanting to get rid of the ball, which he did it today. Today he hung on to one that I lost my mind, and I said, yo, get rid of the ball, dude. But today, Mike McDaniel cost the Miami Dolphins this victory on the road in Buffalo. Now, I feel good about the team because I know that they can compete like I felt that they could compete in this game. I felt like they could win this game. I felt good about Tua, and he played well in the cold and snow and all that, and he was making plays. But, your coach has to help you. The coach has to be complementary to what's going on. And when you're running as well as you're running, you are not being complimentary and you're being disrespectful to your offensive line because they were moving. They were making shit happen. And Mostert had it going, dude. Salvon Ahmed had it going. I that's how Tua becomes even more dangerous. But if you want to see, the thing is, Mike, I don't know. Let me see. Somebody, listen, I know a lot of people in the building watch this show. A ton of people watch it in the building. Okay? Somebody get this video to Mike. Mike, my brother, everybody knows you're going to pass. How about telling them? How about running? That was part of the trick tonight. The entire country goes, holy shit, the Dolphins can run the ball. We love you, Mike. You're dude, you know your shit. You're a hell of a coach. You effed up tonight over and over and over and over and over and over again. You go for those third and shorts. I bet you convert some of them. I bet you keep drives alive. You might pick up some extra points. You also keep your defense off the field. You keep them fresher, and your offense is more efficient. And if they keep getting pounded with the run, then you can hit them with your favorite little toy. But I get it, dude. I know you want to go out there and you want to play the video game and you want to go out and fly your little helicopter in your plane and it's your favorite toy and you want to keep playing with the same toy and all that. You got to play with the other toys. Mike, you got to play with the other toys. The other toys deserve it. They're called the running game. They're called your offensive line. Mike, offensive linemen like to hit more than be hit. So obviously they were enjoying hitting the shit out of the Buffalo Bills. Take it from a fan base that is used to getting beat by the Buffalo Bills all the time. You had your chance to hand them 2 straight losses. I'm talking about against Miami. You had a chance to do something that hasn't been done since 2003, my brother. And all you had to do, it's an old saying for us old people, way before your time, whippersnapper, keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. It's really not that difficult, man. Jesus, if it's working, why are you going to stop? I don't understand it. The stats are there. And every time you played into the hand that everybody expects, because everybody expects to. Did you see how tight they played your receivers? Because they expected you to pass. But if you give it to Raheem Mostert or Salvon Ahmed and they make one of these fools miss at the line, what happens? There's 8 more yards of territory to cover before they get to the next level. That's called your advantage, my brother. You can only ask so much, man. Your team is not loaded. This team is too injured already as it is. It's missing so many pieces. It's put together by Scotch tape and all that on defense. X is a shell of what he used to be. Keon Crossan, are you kidding me? Come on. Vernon McKinley isn't ready for this stage yet. He's young. Kidder Kahu is playing his ass off. The poor kid had that penalty, but where would you be without Holland and Cater? There's nobody else in that secondary. Let's be honest. They're playing with smoke and mirrors, and they're keeping you in these games. But it's your job as a coach to be the best assist guy possible. Let me keep my defense off the field. We're running the ball. Let me keep my quarterback fresh. We're running the ball. Let my quarterback avoid hits. We're running the ball. Hey, we're actually gaining ground. Let's run the ball. We're getting first downs. Let's run the ball. We're shocking the world. Let's run the ball. If it's not broken, what's there to fix? So last week, you couldn't work the middle of the field, yet you continued to work the middle of the field. This week, you ran the hell out of the ball, but you didn't want to continue running the ball. Last week, you could have run the ball, but you chose not to run the ball. Mike McDaniel, come on, my brother. I know you're smarter than I am. Anybody is smarter than I am. I'm not a very bright guy, but I see this. That's a bad sign. That's a terrible sign. I'm not very bright, okay? I'm telling you, I'm not very bright. I have trouble with 2 and 2, but I can see you can run the ball.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.